In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful, I bear witness that Allah appeared in the personage of Master Fraud Muhammad. I also continue to bear witness that Allah chose the most honorable Elijah Muhammad to be his messenger. I also continue to bear witness that the most honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan was chosen amongst them two men to help restore what was lost, what was taken from us, and that's the knowledge of who we are as human beings. I also want to add to say this. Minister Farrakhan, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, is not only for us, but he is a reminder and a warner to the world. Whether you want to believe it or not, it's facts. It's truth. I greet you in the language of peace, of Assalamu Alaikum, which only means peace belongs unto you. You know, when you be in the world and you be in a community, you then have a thermostat to check the temperature of the mentality of our people. The reason I say that is to say this. I know in the nation, we don't use the word nigger to associate ourselves with our divine brother, to any divine brother. Because the word nigger represents a condition of people who were stripped from the knowledge of themselves. And that word nigger was given to us from our enemy. And anytime the enemy gives you anything, it's no damn good. So it's nothing good in that word nigger. Nigger has had so much of a destructive, negative effect on us that the enemy used that name to degrade us, but we still use it today to associate ourselves with our brother. My nigga. You my nigga. That's my nigga. The word nigga. It's nothing good in that word. That word alone has a negative history to it that keeps you on a low vibration of energy. How can you be a God when you think you are a nigga? So my point is this, and I'm gonna wrap this up real quick. I know in the Nation of Islam, we don't use that word. We don't use it. However, when you speak, before I say that, I'm gonna say this. We are living in a time of abundance of information. So you can go literally on YouTube and learn about your history. You can learn about the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad yourself. I did an experiment. I said, man, you know what? Let me see. I'm going to go in there and look up our lessons and see if they're precise. I'm going to look up actual facts, lost found lesson number 1 and 2. And I went on there. I said, damn, that's our lessons. That's our lessons. It's information out there for you to learn who you are. It's information for you to learn who you are. And if you decide not to learn who you are, then that's a conscious choice that you made because you're comfortable with who you are. And that leads me to what I'm about to say. I know in the nation, we don't use the word nigga. However, if you dishonor and disrespect the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan on YouTube, you disrespect and say little negative things about our Supreme, you say little negative things about any productive brother that's in the Nation of Islam, not only is you a nigga, but you's a house nigga. You's a modern day house nigga. You are a token house nigga. You are the white man's darling. What have Minister Farrakhan done for us? Nothing but try to help us. Literally. And when you disrespect that man, you are, in my book, the real legend Muhammad, me, in my book, you's a modern day house nigga. You's an enemy to your own salvation. And when you hate on a man that has did nothing but good for you, what are you? Because you don't have the mind of the original man at that point. And you don't desire to get that original thought because you comfortable with your enemy patting you on your back. Good boy, good nigga. So to me, yes, you are a house nigga. Yes, you are a modern day house nigga. Yes, you are the white man's darling. That's who you are. And that's a fact. I go out and I DoorDash. I watch how our people deal with their own. I come up, get my order, and you should see how black people be looking at me in front of white people. Looking at me like I ain't nobody. And then when I look up, they're trying to turn off. I don't never disrespect my people like that. Ever. On life. I'm going to represent my people to the highest set of my ability, no matter what we had. I would never go against my people through a facial expression. I would never go against my people just through disapproval of my brother. Because one thing about the enemy, he studies body language. He masters that. And he know when you got a weak vessel around you. He know that he can manipulate this one to go against this one, to share a whole bunch of gossip about all of them. He used you to do his dirty work. So when you go against a man that's only trying to bring salvation into your world, into your life, to enhance your family, how can you go against someone like that? How can you really go against the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan? If we want to get tech, let's get technical. How can you actually go against, what have he done to anyone but speak the truth? Tell me what he has done. Have he put white people on a horse and tied them up and pull them apart? Have he put white people in a boiling hot water? Have he cut the stomach from a pregnant white woman and watched that fetus or that child, that baby fall to the ground and then stump and crush his head? Have he ever done anything like that? So how the hell can you hate a man of God that only comes to bring you salvation? In my book, nigga, use a house. Because you are a threat to our community. Because you scared of the white man who has sodomized you. Lame. He has sodomized you. We always got something to say about a strong brother that speak, a strong sister that speak, that stand up for what's right. I told some security guards today, whoever it was, I don't know who it was, but you get sick of your people doing little crappy stuff in front of the enemy and try to make you look like you ain't nobody in front of the enemy. I said, you know, it's strange. I DoorDash a lot, and I done been to a lot of places. A lot of places. And I say it's interesting because my people, they like to try to disrespect me in front of white people. But they bow down in front of the white man. So who is fake? You. They get mad at me? Yeah, absolutely. So what? Truth hurts. Truth hurts because you being a nigga. That's who you being, a house nigga. We don't have to disrespect our people in front of white people to show our disapproval towards our brother or sister. Because the white man go home and he laugh at you. That dumbass nigga. Disrespecting his own people. We need them type. We can use them type. But do he really trust you? Absolutely not. Because it's not a common law of life for someone to go against their own. That's not a common law of life. To go against his own people. We try to get sassy with each other in front of the white man. We try to show out in front of him. And if you're dealing with me, that's the wrong person to do that with, because I'm not going to let you embarrass me in front of no one. I'm not going to let you embarrass the nation in front of no one, because we know who we are. And if I'm coming to you with a high level of respect, then I'm looking for that in return. And if you don't give me that in return, then you got a problem. You got a problem. I'm a man. I got feelings too. I'm not gonna let nobody walk on my feelings, walk over me. It's not happening. It's not happening. You correct certain things so they stop right then and there. And you ain't got to continue to talk about it. It's done. We don't have to disrespect our own people in front of them to get some type of approval look from them or a pat on the back. Do you know when you disrespect your people in front of white people, how that make you look? It make you look weak, but it also reflects your parents. Because who taught you that? Who taught you? When you have a parent that teaches their child to love themselves, then they will extend that teaching and that love to their brother or sister in the community and abroad. But if you talk hate your own, then you also would take that into the community and abroad. I seen a sister today. I was at a restaurant picking up an order. Excuse me. And she was with a white woman. And the way she was looking at me in front of this white woman, I said, this is interesting. I wouldn't want you at all, ever in life, with a mentality like that. Your mentality is useless. It's useless. It's not useful for us, but it's useful for who you with. We turn on each other so easy. It's too easy. All you gotta do is put some crumbs of money in front of us. We'll turn on each other. But you know your power comes from doing unto others as you will want done unto you. The reason why people treat us the way that they treat us is because how we represent each other, how we represent ourselves. I asked an African brother, I said, why some of y'all don't like us, man? Straight to the point. Why some of y'all don't like us? He said, Kabir, they teach us to watch out for y'all when we come to America. They tell us that that y'all kill each other, y'all rob each other, y'all steal from each other. They teach us the worst things that y'all can possibly do, and they say it's all evil. I say, so if that makes sense to you, how can something be all of us? But continue. He say that the women are slicksters. They just want you for your money. You can easily have sex with them and show them some money. He say they are the easiest ones to get. They cheat on their husbands. They leave their husbands for money. So when we came over here, we just had fun with a lot of black women. And it was easy. All we had to do was just put a screen TV on their wall and get them a dream that they're gonna go back to Africa and be our queen. Which we weren't gonna take them back because their culture is, we weren't gonna do that. I say, so basically y'all came over and took advantage of the ones that have been stripped of the knowledge of themselves. We just came over and did what everybody else was doing. I say, so that's how they look at us. I say, yeah. I say, well, let me ask you a question. How they said how we was that all true? I say, absolutely not. But that's what they teach us. So, this skunk of the planet Earth done poison every bloodline, because I was in a restaurant yesterday and I ran into a Mexican sister. So I asked her, "Como te llamo?" She said her name was Marie. I say, "Mucho respeto para ti." I mean, I got much respect for you. And I say, nosotros somos familia. She said, "I don't speak Mexican. I mean, I don't speak Spanish. I don't speak it." I said, "You don't speak your language?" She said, "No." She said, "I was adopted." I said, that's okay. She said, "I was adopted and I learned just to hate. I was adopted by a white family and I just learned to hate Mexicans. I learned to hate my people, my culture." I said, "What?" I said that the Mexican culture is strong. I said, "You don't never not learn when you got brothers and sisters out here that teach you your culture, teach you your history. That's like us." She said, "I didn't learn it." She said, "But you know what? By speaking to you, I'm gonna strive to learn about my culture and my language." This just don't only affect this just don't only affect and effect us. This done affected the world. This enemy has affected the world. What you mean you hate yourself? I ain't never heard a Mexican say nothing like that. You hate yourself. Your culture is beautiful. It's strong. They all work together in a unit. And she said that from that conversation we had, she said she's gonna go try to learn her language and her culture. And if I ever come back in there, she'll have one word for me, or at least two. And we don't laugh. But she was a full-blown Mexican that didn't even know her language. And she wasn't faking that she knew it and didn't know it. She just didn't know it. She was adopted and just raised amongst a white family and didn't learn her language. Language is very important. Culture is very important. And the way how we interact with each other is very important. But I left that day like, dang, that's crazy. I'm thinking that we the only ones that's affected. And the world is affected. This enemy has put a major deceptive disunity. He has been a skunk around the entire world. The skunk of gossip. The skunk of division. The skunk of betrayal, disloyalty. He have laid his scent around the world, but they specifically focus on the black man. They have every race, whether it's Indians, Africans, Chinese, any race that comes over here, if you notice, they hate us. And they have never dealt with us. We didn't bomb up Japan in 1946. We didn't drop no bombs over there. But they hate us. You know why it's easy to hate us? Because they're really scared to hate the real enemy who did it. So they put all their hate on the one the enemy hates because it's more easier to do that. But it's not easy to face your real enemy. We are hated without a purpose. We are hated just because. When it's all said and done, we all is what we have. No one is coming to save us but us. But us. No one. My Spanish brothers, my Mexican brothers, we all are original people. And I'm going to leave with this. But before I say this, I'm going to say this. It's very weak to disrespect your people in front of any race. To feel acceptance from that other race. That's weak. That's a person he's just a hollow person. What gives you strength is to show love to your brother or sister in front of anyone. What, you ashamed to show love to your people? Or he gonna look at you different because you showing love to your people? Be real and be yourself and stop disrespecting your brother or your sister in front of the white man because you look weak as hell when you do that. I don't disrespect my people in front of white people. I don't disrespect my people in front of any race. I give every race the respect that they deserve. That's a human being. But I'm not gonna let you disrespect me and handle me. You can't handle a nation any kind of way. I'm sorry. It's just not gonna happen. We're gonna correct that. So my point for making this video is stop disrespecting your people in front of any race because you want to be accepted amongst that race. You will never be completely accepted, so stop trying. You will never be accepted. The only race that we will be completely accepted amongst is our own. Until we learn that, we'll still be going through these motions of disrespecting each other like we don't need each other. But in reality, we do. Because we are the answer and the only solution to our problem. Poverty has no color, nor does success. Peace. Your brother, Kabir, legend